Good morning, my angels. How's everybody doing today? It is August 9th, 2022. Lions portal opened up yesterday. So things are just lining up. The world's changing a lot, y'all. Things are going to get better, and I've said it before, but the world's going through a lot of changes, necessary changes. So I've just been putting in a lot of ritual work, as I usually do, taking advantage, keeping my thoughts positive, trying to release anything negative that's in stuck energy. Y'all, let me tell you, I finally reached my goal weight. And I'll tell you, 123 pounds. I'm about 5'2.5". And so with my height, I need to be that weight. I feel so much better, and I truly feel that I know for a fact stuck energy from past energy, and it sticks into your fat cells. So that's why also when you lose a bunch of weight, you just feel phenomenal. The more weight you lose, the better, because you're losing a lot of that bad, stuck, negative energy. And I truly, truly know that's the truth, because, as I've shed this weight, I've shed a lot of baggage. And, I've been working on myself too, y'all, so every day I try to be a little bit better person than I was the day before, and I still have a long road to go. But I've come a long way, and I'm sure y'all have too. I love y'all. I hope y'all are, like I said, taking advantage of the everything, the way that things are lining up right now, and doing a little bit of ritual work. Hey, even if you're just invoking the pentagram and banishing, that's the huge step right there. The middle pillar, I tell you what, y'all, is really what really started the healing process for me. So, but I told y'all, okay, so we're going to come back today, and I'm going to finish talking a little bit about the elemental spirits, because let me tell you something, y'all. And like I tell y'all, I don't know near enough, nor do I know what I want to know, sure, because yes, I'm good where I'm at, but I was sure I'd like to know more. Wouldn't we all? And so, when I speak on things, I don't know everything, and I always say, you can always take what I say with a grain of salt. Okay. So I am speaking on elemental spirits because I have dealt with them. I've dealt with pesky ones, malicious ones, and I've dealt with good ones. So you have both, just like you have people, and a lot of the times it's more than likely it's your environment, and let me tell you, we are there's been many souls that have traveled through on this earth that we don't even know about, and where I sit today, who knows, how many people have traveled this piece of land, you know what I'm saying? So energy is everywhere, energy imprints, and spirits are everywhere. You can go into restaurants and encounter spirits, but you don't know they're there. This is all the time. And when you're someone like me or more sensitive to it, you'll pick it up. That's why people that are sensitive to us, we pick up on like negative energy, and we get a little more, I don't say moody, but we're just so sensitive to energy. The empaths or empaths. And so that's why environment is everything. Be careful, who you involve yourself with, where you put yourself, especially if you're trying to do soul work. And, and then the more you do this work, the more you tend to just gravitate towards, away from all the drama, negativity, and your guides. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like your guides start working more and more for you. The more you start working for yourself, your guides see how hard the work you're putting in, and then they start working for you. And then like when you're doing this magic, then you got the elementals on your side too. So you're working with the elementals, you're working with the archangels, and really, that's why you got to start with the banishing It's a process, you know, and that's why, or, you know, start with the lesser ritual of the pentagram. And that would be the invocation in the morning and the banishing in the evening. But I do want to talk about the elementals today because I've experienced so much with them. And you can watch the previous video and I went into more detail of what I've experienced with these little creatures. And, you know, they're all God's creatures. And let me tell you that, you know, you cannot hate on something that God put here. They all have a job to do. So I stopped. I had some stuff that I printed out last week. And so I had been invoking, let's see, I started with Earth. And then I went on, did that for about a month. And then I went on to Air. I did that for about a month. And I do invoke Earth on days that, like a Saturday. I invoke Earth on a Saturday. I can invoke Fire on a Tuesday. But I did start invoking water. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We talked about Earth and Air, I believe, last week. Let me go back over them real quick. And I love the names that they give them. It makes them sound so sweet and innocent. So Earth is going to be your gnomes. Earth spirits will help the practitioner with situations which involve material possessions. And I've seen this firsthand, and I'll tell you in just a second. Wealth and employment situations. They are teachers in the magical properties of gems and minerals. If you want to clear your garden or place outside your home of bad influences, gain strength or endurance, achieve commitment, wisdom, or patience. All these are governed by the earth spirits. And then when I invoke, some of the things that happened to me from invoking earth is that I was led to, I canceled 3 of my things on Amazon that I didn't need anymore. That saved me $30. This whole ordeal with my cable bill. But I've been talking about shutting the TV services off for a while because they're so expensive, and all I really watched on there was like once a week Ancient Aliens, like literally. My husband watched some things, but anyway, so, you know, I did away with that. It was other earthly things that got cleared up. And I just thought that night I went to bed, I was like, golly, I didn't even realize those things were there, you know? And so those were brought to my attention, and it's little things like that, you know? So now I'm saving $250 a month, y'all. Woohoo! Through all that. So that's just one tiny example, you know? So I feel like for me, when I'm invoking the earth and I'm balancing myself with that within me, and then I'm also connecting with the earth spirits, and I've heard that the pentagram is the gateway to the 4th dimension. So FYI. And so let's go on. Air, the sylphs. Sylphs, I believe that I see them all the time, and I've been seeing them before I invoked, but you see clouds in the sky, but the sylphs are going to be the ones that look like angels. They're shaping angels. They can shape in like little human forms and stuff. Sylphs help you to learn. They are teachers, and so because this is through air, you know, so it brings it into your intellect and your thoughts. It helps you to learn. They are teachers and will show you the way to extract and retain information. They rule the mind, spiritual matters, and speech, all governed by the elements of air. Okay, so we're going to go on to fire. I didn't go on to fire because you had to go by, I always say, you know, everybody's so different. And this is very individualized. And me, I am fire. I am fiery. So I was like, I don't know if I need to invoke fire. Like, I am fire. That's how I feel about that. So, but I will try it. I am going to. Yeah, but not right now. I'm with water right now because I really need the water for my emotions and to just balance some things out. So your fires, your salamanders, Spirits of the element of fire can help the practitioner control energy and vitality in order to bring about change into your environment. Fire is a cleansing, purgative element, and spells of fire may be used to rid places of vibrations of evil, contamination, and even insects. So the only little thing I've been having an issue with was ants. So I'm curious to use this and kill my little ants, you know. But I have been putting on ant bait too, so... but the rain, you know, and it's like kind of country where a little bit, to me it is in my head. And, so yeah, ants issue when it rains. Fire is a cleansing, purgative element, and spells of fire may be used to rid places of evil vibrations of evil, contamination, even insects. From a human perspective, the element of fire also rules blood, sap, life, and medical surgery. However, the spells of fire are potent. Oh yeah, we talked about this already. Do not overdo them. Create once a month is quite enough. So especially for me, because my fire is already super strong. In doubt, leave the spells of fire alone unless it is one of the elements under the dominion of one of your birthday archangels, which it is. So I have no issues and I don't fear it or whatever. And you shouldn't either. You shouldn't either. And for me, I've heard this, for me, because of the way I do my magic, I've heard somebody say it's chaos magic. Maybe, whatever. You know, but it is what it is. It's a magic that I'm learning. I can't give it a name. This is high magic that I've learned, and it's just a process the way I do it. So call it chaos or whatever they want to call it, but this is the way spirits let me to do it. So I don't call it anything. I just call it, I'm just doing the Lord's work. So water. Then water, and this is what I'm doing in the process of doing. Water is their undines, and relationships are under the rulership of undines, and practitioners should petition the element of water to help resolve personal discord with loved ones. Undines may be requested to calm situations in the home, but they also have rulership over the human traits of compassion, tenderness, forgiveness, modesty, and creativity. Undines can appear as attractive visions, and therefore the student should understand that these visions are of spirits and treat them as such. Many of the elemental spells require the image of makings of images traditionally called sympathetic magic. Okay, so I don't know. We're gonna... And I told you where you could get this information from on my last video. So, but yeah, so I want to go in and I wanted to, because I was reading this on my last video, and we were stopped at fire because it says fire is the state of want or desire. Because remember, air was before that. Fire is the state of want or desire. The spirit of fire is the life principle. It provides heat and light, and it is the element of spirit. It possesses the power to transform the state of any substance. If you wish to improve your sense of humor, develop courage, confidence, or motivation, look to fire. And your fire signs, there's going to be your Sagittarius. That's my rising sign. Aries, that's my oldest son. He's so fire. And then my husband, he's so fire. He's Leo. He is fire. I have wonderful fiery friends, my Leos. And so Sol and Jupiter, your ruling planets, but you're a sanguine type personality. And that's optimistic, positive, and especially in a bad situation. And then it goes on to say, traditionally, the element of fire is represented by your altar candles. Prometheus, according to Greek mythology, stole the element of fire from heaven for the benefit of man. This angered the gods, and therefore Prometheus was punished. This has a parallel with the fall of the archangel Lumiel. The Chaldeans believed that the earth would be consumed by fire when all the 7 planets were in conjunction in the sign of Capricorn. This appears to contradict the current astrological correspondences, as Capricorn is under the element of earth and the archangel Castiel. Water is the most psychic of all the elements. It cleanses, nourishes, and reflects. It is passive and malleable. It takes on the shape of whatever contains it. The Holy Grail is associated with water, the original primordial chaos. Water rules the emotions and the subconscious. If you have prophetic dreams, you are interacting with the spirit of water. If you are lonely, depressed, overwhelmed, sorry, my dogs, they're playing. Where was I at? If you are lonely, depressed, overwhelmed, or having trouble opening your heart, let water clear the way for you. Water is necessary for the survival of all things. In order to strengthen your link to the element of water, place on your altar a small vial of pure spring water. And that's all I drink, y'all. I don't drink the purified water. I drink spring water. If this is not possible, simple tap water will do initially. Finally, when you eat, exercise, or save money, you're interacting with the earth spirit. Stability is Earth's unique gift. And that's how I feel. When I was invoking the element of earth, it's brought about a lot of stability. And it was just little things that were there that I had forgot about, but really were in the back of my mind, and it needed to be cleared up. And like I said, so when I went to bed that night, I was like, oh my gosh, who would have thought just clearing that up would have made me feel so much better about life, you know? And I wouldn't even known it since it got, until it got cleared up. Yeah, stability is Earth's unique gift. Seeing, smelling, tasting, and touching are functions of Earth. Earth is solid, rich, sultry, strong, and dependable. It is the foundation for all the other elements. Earth is about getting results. Poverty, insecurity, obsessions, or a sense of incapability can all be resolved with Earth. As you become proficient with the spells of the Earth, you are advised to strengthen your connection with the element. So yeah, you can do all these spells and stuff they have, but for me, I just work with the pentagrams. So, and that's keep it simple, stupid. This can be done but a lot of people are scared to do that, and I get it. So, but you shouldn't be. This can be done by placing a small vial or bottle of earth on your altar. Oh yeah, you're advised to strengthen your connection with the element. As you become proficient with the spells of the earth, you're advised to strengthen your connection with the element. This can be done by placing a small vial or bottle of earth on your altar. The earth may be obtained from an ancient sacred site, or just as effective from your own garden. And elementals are usually only visible to those with clairvoyant sight, and are more likely to be seen at night in the mountains or country away from cities, especially if you are tired or sleepy. Elementals are usually only visible to those. For the reader who would. For the reader who would like to explore the works of Eliphas Levi, Arcan has published with this book, The Conjuration of the Four Elements. And I think I read this. Yeah. Oh, but I wanted to say also, with your earth, with your water spirits are your bilious. And that's, of course, your Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And your bilious is spiteful and bad-tempered. I thought that was kind of funny. It is what it is. And we have to love that part about us, because we have to say, oh, that's funny. And then we try to change we try to improve ourselves and try to make ourselves a little better. For our souls. Not for anybody else, but for our souls. Oh, these dogs, y'all. I'm so sorry. That's really all I wanted to say about elementals. I am gonna do, so my next video is gonna do the rose cross ritual, which is a very important ritual. So if you've been doing, I believe I start the rose cross after the hexagram ritual? I did. That's why I've done the hexagram ritual, and now I'm gonna go on to the rose cross. So I'm gonna go on to the rose cross. I'm not real sure, maybe next week. And I was trying to figure out how to show you guys how to do that, but I think I'm going to draw it on paper and show you that way. But rose cross is not a hard ritual to do. And as I was thinking about it, sorry, I got to move this away from my dogs. As I was thinking about it, oh, shoot. I was thinking that it would be easier for me to show y'all with paper. Here's Pinky Pin. I know. I love you too. She's a handful, y'all. She woke up pooping on the floor. Say prayers for that, y'all. For real. So, what was I saying? Oh, the Rose Cross ritual. It's a beautiful ritual, and I love it. And it's a really simple ritual. You will need to learn the LVX ritual. And just learn the LVX ritual. And then we're going to switch that LVX ritual up a little bit. And that's the LVX for the Rose Cross ritual. It's like a regular LVX. You just switch it up a little bit. So as long as you can learn that. And then other than that, the Rose Cross ritual is just drawing crosses. And the rose crosses around your living room or that's my temple is my living room, y'all. And y'all can't imagine how hard it is to keep my temple rid of the negative energy. You know, when I have kids coming in and out of here, but God wanted it this way. Hode wanted it this way. I got to stop calling him God, y'all, because that God, it just irritates me because all these people say they follow this God, you know, whatever. But, and forgive me for, he's laughing. I'm like, I follow Hode because, you know, and I follow the 10 Commandments, and I don't worship my outside sources. So anyways, yeah, the rose. So you say Yeshua, and you charge the rose crosses over in your altar space. So yeah, you know, you can do it over your altar space too, but my altar space, of course, is in my temple. But you know, you with the Rose Cross ritual, you're bringing things into balance. And I've heard somebody say that that it will keep people away from you. So I've heard that. It could be true. And meaning like even for social media, you know, and it could keep your followers down and stuff like that. I don't know about all that. I had great following, even with doing a Rose Cross ritual. I just stopped. I did the Rose Cross ritual for months, y'all, for months. I heard somebody say they've only done it one time. I did it for months and months, and it was just part of my basic routine in the morning. But then I stopped because I knew, because Spirit's like, oh, you don't need it anymore. And then I had heard that, and I was like, well, you know, I don't want to I want people to come to me. I don't want to rid people anymore because I'm at a different level. So that's why I stopped doing it, and I think I've done it like once in the past month. But it's a beautiful, and if you haven't, you have to do it. It's just a step in the process of high magic, of excelling and climbing the ladder, one of the rings of the ladders in high magic. And you know, I'm starting to just barely learn the Hebrew alphabet, just barely putting my foot in the water, and it's not an easy thing. So do you know that they don't start teaching the Hebrew alphabet until like your 8th year in college or something? That's what this said. I can't imagine. Was that really true? I can't imagine that they would wait till the 8th year of college to start teaching Hebrew. If you're, no, that doesn't make sense. Maybe the guy was lying. I don't know. But so I thought about through this awakening, I was like thinking that God was going to send me back to college, but he had a whole another plan for me, a whole nother plan. Yeah, I was thinking about, I want to be a pastor. I am going to be a pastor, but a different kind of pastor. So I have had a lot of experience with the elementals, and but I will go over real quick. Like I was saying, the fire is your sanguine, and that's the wands in your tarot cards. And then earth is your phlegmatic, and that's pentacles, and that's your Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, of course. And Venus and Luna are your planets. And your phlegmatic, y'all are calm, disposition, and unemotional. That's my daughter. And she's, I don't know. And then your air, of course, is your Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And I'm a moon Libra, so I'm very familiar with air. Swords, and that's your choleric, or however you say that, and easily moved to often unreasonable or excessive anger. I get that. And Saturn and Mercury are your planets. I was born on a Wednesday, so I feel like I'm real close to Mercury as well. I'm close to all the planets, but each one has a special spot in my heart. And then water, of course, I said that earlier, is your Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and that's your cups, and that's Mars, Pluto, and that's bilious, and that's spiteful, bad temper. So I think I'm done with talking about the elementals. You can research all that. Scribd is a good app for that. But I wanted to talk real quick. I won't keep y'all real long. I gotta go grocery shopping. And I gotta do a little bit of pick up on my house and stuff. I'm ready for school to start back up. I am. I love my baby, but I'm ready for them to go back to school, all of them. Hey, it is what it is. So I just wanted to talk about how important it is to tap into source energy. Okay. Source energy is your everything. You do not have to do high magic to tap into source energy, okay? Source energy is there. A lot of people call it, I've heard it called Reiki energy. It can be a healing energy. And I will say, when I first started I've been tapping into source for a while, but when I started using it to fall asleep at night, and that's when I stopped having to use melatonin. I would just picture, and it's so simple, y'all. You can close your eyes and you just picture, and you got to remember, now we have this line, a horror line that goes from the outside of our auras. So like from our, what is that one? That's not from the chakra above our head. Okay, which is our soul star chakra, our soul star chakra, yes. And so the soul star chakra is, and there's going to be a horror line, and it's connected to source energy, and that is produced from heaven, and we are granted that through Papa, okay? And I call him Hod, you call him God. So when we need energy, when we need healing, that is what we tap into. We do not tap into anything else. We don't need anything else. But see, people don't understand that. So that's what I'm here to explain. And that's why people need to start accepting us energy healers and people that are bringing this information to y'all, because this is going to be vital and important in the next few years. And I promise you that. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but it's going to be vital and it's going to be important. Okay, and things are going to change. Magic's going to come out to the forefront, telepathy, all that. All right, big changes are coming. You have to be prepared. That's why we're here. So tapping into source is going to be important, y'all. We might not have pharmaceuticals one day. In the name of Jesus, so mote it be. So, it's important. We got to learn to tap into source, my sweet, sweet little loves. And all you have to do is close your eyes and breathe however you like. So just picture a big diamond crystal ball above your head. Way above your head, that's in heaven, connected to heaven, and you are going to have a line connected to that, and you're going to pull that energy in. You're going to pull it in all the way down through your aura, down into the top of your head, all the way through your body. You're going to saturate yourself with it. And that's going to flush out any of that other stuff, and you're going to push it down into Mother Gaia, into the earth, into the tube that's connected from your chakra, your seed star chakra, from the bottom of your foot all the way down to the middle of the earth. And you can picture a little diamond crystalline pod down there if you'd like. All right? And drop any of that residual energy down there and let Mommy Gaia eat it up in with her. And it's green. Her energy's green. And you can picture a waterfall of that heavenly energy going over you, if that's easier for you. And just breathe it in and let it radiate through your heart, through your Tiphareth center, and all the way out through your aura and let it extend, you know, about 50 feet out, that far, y'all. And if you can do that for about 5 minutes a day, breathing, you know, or you can do the middle pillar with that. Vibrate those God names, which is going to boost it even more. But a lot of people, I understand, are a little frightened of that. So this is why I say, if you don't want to do any of the high magic, you just work with your source energy, and that will help. It will help. It will not do what the high magic does. It will not. And I'm not going to lie to you and say it will, but it will help. Okay. I love you, my angels. And like I said, I do want to go on and show everybody how to do the Rose Cross ritual. I think it's time, and more than likely, it's just going to be drawn out on paper, because I don't have. If I had like a camera to, or a chest camera to do that with, that's what I need to get. I'm going to look into that. I don't think they're too pricey. I'm going to look into that, y'all. So, everybody enjoy the rest of your week. It's Tuesday. We have a few more days. So it'll be Friday before you know it. Stay positive. You know, diet is everything. The world is feeding us a lot of poison right now. So it's important to just eat your fruits and vegetables and stay away from a lot of that other cock-a-doo-doo. I'm not gonna lie, your diet is everything when it comes to living a spiritual life and following Hode. My diet is everything, because I don't want to be a glutton anymore, and I don't put food before Papa Hode. I put he comes before food, and I don't need food like that. And I always had a love-hate relationship with food, but that's gone. I respect it. I just know what I can eat and what I can't. I don't hate food anymore. I love food. The right foods. The right foods. The ones that Hode put here, okay? Not the ones that man had put here. Diet is everything, y'all. And I know it's hard to detox off the sugar. It's been September. Next month will be a year. A year. And I literally had to detox off of it. Again, sugar has been the worst drug for me to get off of, and that's just being completely honest. But again, it's August 9th, 2022. Another glorious day in heaven. Houston. I'm grateful. What am I grateful for today? Everything. My dogs annoying the cock-a-doo-doo out of me. I'm grateful for my dogs. I'm grateful for the annoyance of them. I'm grateful for my parents too, that are there beside me, even though I can't see them. And you know, gratitude is really key, you know. And again, enjoy the little things. Sit still for a minute. Give your attention to God, to Hode, and not man and material things. And then that's when you really start seeing the peace, y'all. I love you, my little angels. Y'all have a very blessed day. Mwah. I'll see y'all next week, okay? Bye, my babies. Mommy loves you. Judge less, love more. Yes! Peace, my babies. Mwah.